Welcome to our video. If you're interested in learning how to increase your athletic performance by an average of 15%, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you how you can consistently generate 18 times more energy by learning how to properly utilize nitric oxide therapy in your athletic training and performance. This can turbocharge your workouts and speed your recovery. Now, before we open up this world of nitric oxide therapy as it applies to athletic performance, let me set the stage. To be able to perform any athletic activity, your body has to produce energy. There are two basic ways that it does this, either through anaerobic or aerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration is energy production without oxygen. In this energy pathway, 1 unit of glucose produces a net gain of 2 units of energy, and the waste product is pyruvate. For your body to continue to produce energy through this pathway, it converts pyruvate to lactic acid. Lactic acid is always the primary limiting factor in your athletic performance. Why? Because the presence of lactic acid in tissue leads to muscle fatigue and decreases muscle performance. However, in aerobic respiration, where oxygen is utilized, that same pyruvate will enter the Krebs cycle. For this energy pathway, 1 unit of glucose will produce a net gain of 36 units of energy, and the waste products are water and carbon dioxide. This means that aerobic respiration will produce 18 times more energy, with waste products that are beneficial to your athletic performance. Water to help hydrate your system, plus the carbon dioxide changes the pH in your lungs, which allows them to bind more oxygen to your red blood cells so that you can deliver even more oxygen to the working tissues. And most importantly, no lactic acid buildup to compromise your athletic performance. Every athletic activity is some combination of anaerobic and aerobic respiration. As you increase your exercise intensity, you push your body's energy production more to the anaerobic side of the energy equation, resulting in the burning sensation in the muscles during high-intensity exercise and training. This means the key to improving your athletic performance is to help your body learn how to work at a higher aerobic capacity. Some athletes do this illegally by blood doping. But what if you could do this naturally, with legally approved ingredients that harness the power of nitric oxide therapy to improve circulation? Here's the bottom line when nitric oxide therapy is properly applied. It improves circulation. If you improve circulation, then you improve blood flow to the muscle tissue. Improved blood flow means you are delivering more oxygen and nutrients and do a better job removing waste products. If you improve the delivery of oxygen, then you can work at a higher aerobic capacity. This produces more energy and less potential for lactic acid to accumulate in your muscles, causing fatigue. This was the working hypothesis for an exercise performance study using the L-Arginine pathway for the creation of nitric oxide. Their hypothesis was this: if L-Arginine increases muscle blood flow, then there will be less lactic acid accumulation, thus increasing endurance and muscle recovery. The results of this study showed that for all the athletes tested, there was a decreased production of lactic acid, resulting in an average 15% increase in exercise endurance to exhaustion, with a quicker post-exercise recovery back to their resting baseline. What this means is that by using a properly formulated L-Arginine supplement, each athlete worked at a higher aerobic capacity, resulting in less lactic acid production, allowing them to continue at a higher intensity level, resulting in an improved athletic performance, followed by a quicker recovery with less negative effects from lactic acid production. Just think how this would impact your athletic training, performance, and recovery. By optimizing the health of your endothelial cells, you will help improve circulation. Improved circulation improves the delivery of needed oxygen and nutrients while carrying away the waste products that can limit performance. You have significantly improved your anaerobic threshold, which is usually the limiting factor for most athletes in their training and performance. This is the power of properly applied nitric oxide therapy to legally enhance athletic performance. Now, you may have caught it in my statement, but let me highlight two key components in case you missed them. This is the power of properly applied nitric oxide therapy to legally enhance athletic performance. Properly and legally. So let's look at the properly portion of my statement. Weightlifters are most familiar with the use of L-Arginine for the creation of nitric oxide to help them create greater muscularity through improved blood flow during their intense workouts. And while this is helpful, it is still missing a key component that could power their results to even greater levels. To help you understand this, let's look at the three main benefits of improved nitric oxide production. They are, first and foremost, nitric oxide relaxes the smooth muscle of the vascular wall, resulting in improved blood flow. Second, nitric oxide helps keep blood platelet cells from sticking together, which lowers the risk for strokes and heart attacks. Third, at high enough levels over a long enough period of time, nitric oxide can initiate reparative mechanisms to heal damage done to the endothelium, resulting in the reversal of plaque formations and calcification of the vascular system. For improved athletic performance, properties 1 and 3 are critically important. Weightlifters and other athletes who use the amino acid L-Arginine in their workout programs only derive the short-lived improved blood flow because of how L-Arginine is metabolically processed in their system. Typically, when the proper amount of L-Arginine is introduced into your system, the increase in nitric oxide production occurs in the first 30 minutes to 2 hours. Then it decreases so that within 4 to 6 hours, you're back to your resting baseline levels of nitric oxide. This is not long enough to initiate the reparative properties of nitric oxide. Plus, there is no increase in baseline levels of nitric oxide to help facilitate improved blood flow that can aid in the recovery portion of your post-workout program. When you learn how to incorporate other key ingredients, you can optimize the endothelium's ability to produce nitric oxide over long periods of time to initiate these reparative mechanisms to heal damage done to the endothelium. Here's why this is important to improved athletic performance. As you repair damage done to the endothelium, you return more of this tissue's surface volume back into a healthy and functioning state. This then increases your overall production of nitric oxide for improved blood flow. Additionally, this will also result in higher baseline levels of nitric oxide in your bloodstream. This also results in improved blood flow. And improved blood flow always results in the improved delivery of oxygen and nutrients and the proper removal of waste products. This has a positive effect on recovery. Recovery is a combination of waste product removal and reloading the muscle tissue with the nutrients they need for repair and energy production. With improved circulation, it's easier to remove limiting waste products to speed recovery. Improved circulation also delivers the needed nutrients to reload the muscle tissue and facilitate any tissue repair. This means quicker recovery from both your training and performance activities. And it all revolves around the health of your endothelial cells and their ability to properly produce nitric oxide. Now that we've addressed the properly part of my statement, let's look at the legally part. Legally would center on using natural nutritional ingredients that are not banned by any governing authority for any sports organization. If you're a weekend warrior, you may not care about this, but for a highly trained athlete who is competing in world-class competition, this is vitally important. There are 5 key natural ingredients that can help you optimize nitric oxide therapy. They are the amino acid L-Arginine, This is your main ingredient for the formation of nitric oxide. You will see this in many forms, but the most effective form is pharmaceutical-grade L-Arginine derived from a fermentation process of natural ingredients. The amino acid L-citrulline. This amino acid is a critical component because it can be used to form L-Arginine as well as reform L-Arginine for the enzymatic process of creating nitric oxide. This allows for long-term production of nitric oxide to help initiate reparative mechanisms to help heal damage to the endothelium. Again, you will see this in many forms, but the most effective form is L-citrulline derived from a fermentation process of natural ingredients. Vitamin K2 and vitamin D3. This combination helps to regulate calcium levels in your bloodstream, since the enzymatic process for the creation of nitric oxide by your endothelium is a calcium-dependent reaction. So two important items to note in this area. It must be vitamin D3, not D2. And it must be vitamin K2 and not K1. K1 is typically used in many nitric oxide formulations, but it has no benefit to the production of nitric oxide or vascular health. It must be vitamin K2. Additionally, by itself, vitamin K2 can reverse the calcification of the vascular system, which helps to return the endothelium back to a functioning tissue. The final key ingredient is pomegranate fruit concentrate, because it enhances the enzymatic activity of the endothelium to produce higher levels of nitric oxide. And independently, this nutrient has also been shown to reverse plaque formations. This improves the health of the endothelium to return more surface volume back to a healthy tissue that can then produce nitric oxide. These are the 5 key natural ingredients that will help you legally optimize nitric oxide therapy for improved athletic performance and recovery. If you're interested in learning how to properly apply nitric oxide therapy for improved athletic performance, then please contact the person who shared this video with you. Ask them for our nitric oxide protocol for improved athletic performance. We work with a specific L-Arginine supplement called Pro-Arginine Plus that has been clinically proven to produce more nitric oxide than L-Arginine alone. By itself, this product works great for improved athletic performance, and when combined with E9, which provides naturally derived energy, the synergistic effect is outstanding. Plus, you can put either product or the combination to the athletic performance test. Since they both come with a 90-day money-back guarantee, if they don't help you improve your athletic workouts, performance, and recovery, then you can return it for a full refund. Again, please talk with the person who shared this video with you. They can provide you with more information on our nitric oxide protocol for improved athletic performance.